Hello, pocket knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here, the Kershaw Blur. You know what that would imply, right? Blur. That would imply that it's fast. Blur. Moves with a blur. Yeah, so this is a loaner from a buddy of mine. And I admit it's my first experience with this brand of knife, the Kershaw's. Ken Onion. Ken Onion is the man that designed this knife. He's a big designer over there. And he designed the Blur. So, yeah, this is my first time dibbing and dab. Let's see how I like it. You got just shy of an 8-inch knife. Let's see. Just shy of 8 inches, 7.8 as a matter of fact. We can do some comparisons. Let's run it down first. 3.3 inch blade, drop point, hollow. Hollow, nice. Yeah, so it's a drop point hollow. I like that. I like the fact they hollowed it with serrated edges. This knife is advertised as tactical, in the tactical category. Yeah, you can see why. Let's see. So it's aluminum. Yeah. Okay. The my I can't say for sure, how I feel about spring assisted knives. I don't own any. Um, this system they have here is they call it the Speed Safe Assisted Opening. Yeah, they probably kind of gave it that name, put the word safe in there just to, it's not this big scary automatic knife, Speed Safe Assisted Opening, and I just haven't had a need for it, personally. I mean, how much faster can you get than that? You know what I mean? Look, you pull a knife out and you flick it open, so yeah, it's not something that I'm against. I'm not sitting here saying I'm against it. I'm just saying, it's just not something that, I feel like I would need. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessary, to how fast I can get the knife out, you know? Yeah, so it's also got this, they call it track tech inserts. Basically, it's tape. It's textured tape that they put inside the preform inlays. To give the knife some grip and traction. It works. It works. I really like that. I really like the captured. I was just talking about this the other day in one of my videos about the. So this knife is under $100. So it just goes to show it doesn't matter what the knife costs. You can have a captured pivot. Seems like Kershaw has done it by having the pivot captured inside the frame, the aluminum frame of the knife. And as you can see, there's a hexagonal cutout here where the this side of the main pivot gets locked in. So therefore, to access the inside of the knife, you only have to open up one side. That's good. Also, what are these? These things are tiny. Yeah, these are T6s, no doubt. Yeah, those little T6s, and I guess that's a T8 over there in the middle. T8. Yeah, main pivot's a T8. T8 and T6s. Typical. It's got a lanyard hole. It's this is interesting. So it only has right-handed pocket clip. But you can do tip up or tip down. You just can't change it to lefty. You can see the holes up there to go tip up or tip down. The spring is pretty strong for you know, for the way it fires out, and then what it takes to actually put it back in. Takes a little effort. Not crazy, but it does take a little bit of effort. I like the way they angled the thumb stud also. If you notice, the thumb stud has an angle there that gives very good traction, so you can just kind of flick it out. You can see I'm a little goofy with this because I'm not used to these partially. I don't have anything fully automatic, and like I said, this is the first spring-loaded, and this is not my knife. Did I say that in the beginning of the video? This is a loaner. This is a loaner from a friend. I don't own this. Yeah. So, yeah, aluminum body. It's nice. It's decent. The weight is 3.9 ounces. The liner lock is extremely nice on this. Very, very nice action. There's nice access to the liner, and the liner itself moves over very smooth. And even though it's heavily serrated, it doesn't feel abrasive to the hand. They actually have a glass breaker. I didn't even notice that before. Glass breaker on the end here. So yeah, this is like one of those knives that you would see, you know, police officers carry, emergency services people, firefighters, you know, carry. Usually it's stuff with the glass breaker. Yeah. How it looks next to a PM2. PM2 is bigger than this knife. How about a Demco AD 20.5? Yep, it's right in the 7.5 area where this is. The glass breaker makes it right to that 8-inch mark. So it's a little bit bigger than your typical 20.5. I mean, yep, 20.5. Yeah, for giggles. Just put my Mannix 2 next to it. Mannix. Yeah. Yeah, let me check this pocket clip. Pocket clip is yeah, nice. Does its job. I mean, it looks ridiculous. Like, look how big the pocket clip is. Like, it goes up 3/4 of the distance of the knife. Like, look at it compared to the pocket clip, the milled clip on my look at, yeah, that's yeah, look at it compared to the milled clip on my Shaman. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah, that's a big clip. Like, I don't know why they felt a need to have a clip that long. It's definitely not necessary, especially for this light knife. Did they put something under there? Yeah, it sits on a, actually that's pretty cool. It sits on an aluminum section, and it goes from here all the way down to about here. So if they make a smaller clip and you put one, it would still, you know, the base of the clip would still sit on that aluminum part. But that's a big clip. I don't know what they're trying to do with that clip. You know? Yeah, the jimping on the back of the spine of the handle here is a joke. That's not really good jimping at all. It's just more of a hand placement thing. It's got barrel standoffs. Listen, ultimately, it's a decent knife. Ultimately, blade steel 14C 28N. Uh, Excellent steel, middle of the road steel, but excellent. You know, if you don't like serrated edges, I happen to like serrated edges. I actually like them. These serrations look a little crazy, but I'm sure they do the job. Serrated edges, yeah, they last a long time, man. Sometimes they're dull to the touch, but they still cut. you know. So I like this combination. I have a couple of knives that have the combo blades like this. So I don't have anything against that at all. It's light, like I said, 3.9. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, my first impression of this is it's good. It's mostly positive. It is mostly positive. It feels really good in hand. The ergos feel good. I'm just no, like I said, I don't own any assisted. I, the deployment of my knives are so fast with the reverse flick, or I don't know. I just don't see the need for I mean, how much faster can you get? You know what I mean? So, I mean, manually, a lot of knives are fast, so, and yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just not something that I've, I bought into the assisted, but maybe I will get into it. Who knows? So, anyway, overall, I would give this knife a good grade. It's very competent knife. It does its job. There's nothing. Lockup is insane. Blade is perfectly centered. Yeah, I mean, it's a good build. It's a good build. It's a good solid build. And the criticisms that I have, like I said, T6s, pocket clip is insane. That glass breaker, I don't know. That's a little glass breaker, boy. But yeah, aside from that, I don't really have. I love the blade shape, and I love the fact that it's hollowed. I love it's a drop point hollowed with serrated. That's, I'm into hollow. This is the year to hollow grinds. So anyway, that's all I got. That's the Kershaw Blur.